Aboud loved his grandfather's house. It was old and creaky, full of shadows and whispers that seemed to tell tales of the past. The air itself seemed thick with stories, as if the walls had absorbed years of memories. Aboud spent his days exploring its dusty corners and hidden nooks, always eager to find something new. He loved the feeling of uncovering something new, something forgotten, something that had been left behind. One afternoon, Aboud found himself drawn to the attic, a place he had always found intriguing. He had been there many times before, fascinated by the old furniture and forgotten toys that filled the space. But today, something felt different, almost as if the attic was holding its breath. The air was still, heavy with anticipation, as if waiting for something to happen. A faint scratching sound seemed to echo from the far end of the room, breaking the silence. Aboud crept towards the sound, his curiosity piqued and his heart racing. His heart pounded in his chest, each beat echoing in his ears. He held his breath, listening intently, trying to pinpoint the source of the noise. The scratching came again, this time a little louder, more insistent. It seemed to be coming from behind a large, dusty tapestry depicting a hunting scene, almost hidden from view. With trembling hands, Aboud reached out and pulled the tapestry aside. He gasped in surprise. Behind it lay a small, wooden door, almost like a secret passage. It was almost completely hidden, its edges blending seamlessly with the wall, as if it was meant to be a secret. Aboud's heart raced with excitement, his mind racing with possibilities. He knew he had stumbled upon something extraordinary, something that could change everything. The door was stiff, resistant to Aboud's touch. He pushed against it with all his might, but it wouldn't budge. Frustration welled up inside him. What secrets lay hidden behind this stubborn piece of wood? He examined the door more closely, running his fingers along its edges. There had to be a way to open it. As he explored the door, his fingers brushed against a small, almost invisible latch. It was cleverly concealed, designed to blend in with the intricate carvings on the door's surface. Aboud's heart leapt with excitement. He carefully lifted the latch. A soft click echoed through the silent attic. He took a deep breath and pushed against the door once more. This time, it yielded to his touch. The door swung inward, revealing a small, dark space beyond. Aboud peered into the darkness, his heart pounding in his chest.
The air in the hidden room was stale and musty, thick with the scent of dust and decay, lingering like a forgotten memory. Cobwebs hung from every corner, shimmering faintly in the sliver of light that pierced the gloom, adding an eerie beauty to the scene. Aboud stepped inside, his eyes slowly adjusting to the darkness, trying to make sense of the shadows around him. The room was small and cramped, barely large enough to stand in, making him feel claustrophobic and uneasy. Dust covered every surface, a testament to years of neglect and abandonment, untouched by time. A single narrow window, high up on one wall, allowed a faint ray of sunlight to penetrate the gloom, casting long shadows. Aboud shivered. The room felt cold and empty, as if all life had been drained from it long ago, leaving only a hollow shell. As his eyes adjusted, he began to make out the faint outlines of objects hidden beneath the layers of dust, relics of a forgotten past. There was a small, three-legged stool in the corner, its surface covered in cobwebs, standing as a silent witness to the passage of time. Next to it lay a pile of old books, their leather covers cracked and faded, filled with stories that had long been forgotten. And in the center of the room, catching the faint ray of sunlight, was a wooden chest, its surface worn but still sturdy, hinting at secrets within. Aboud reached for the diary, his fingers trembling slightly, as if he was about to uncover a long-lost secret. The leather was soft and supple, worn smooth with age. He opened it carefully, almost reverently, his heart pounding in his chest, each beat echoing the anticipation he felt. The pages were filled with elegant, flowing handwriting, the ink of faded sepia, telling tales of a bygone era.
The diary belonged to a woman named Zara, a name that seemed to whisper through generations, carried by the winds of time, reaching out to me from the past like a ghostly echo.
As he delved deeper into the diary's pages, a story began to unfold. a story of love, loss, and a family secret that had been buried for generations, hidden from the world. Zara wrote of her life in the old house, of her family and her childhood, filled with moments of joy and sorrow. But it was her words about a hidden brother, a brother cast out and disowned, shunned by his own blood, that sent chills down Aboud's spine, making him shiver.
This brother, she wrote, had been unjustly accused of a terrible crime, a crime that had torn the family apart, leaving scars that never healed.
Aboud spent hours in the hidden room, poring over the letters, the photographs, and Zara's diary. The more he read, the more he realized the weight of the secret that had been hidden away for so long.
The brother, whose name was Khalil, had been falsely accused of stealing a family heirloom, a precious ruby necklace.
The evidence against him had been circumstantial, but the family, blinded by anger and suspicion, had refused to believe his pleas of innocence. Banished and disowned, Khalil had disappeared from their lives, leaving behind a legacy of pain and unanswered questions.
Zara, however, had never believed her brother to be guilty. She had devoted her life to uncovering the truth, to clearing his name. Her diary was a testament to her unwavering love and loyalty, a desperate plea for understanding and forgiveness. As I read Zara's words, a sense of unease settled over me. I had always known my family to be loving and close-knit, but the story revealed in the attic painted a different picture. A picture of a family fractured by suspicion and mistrust. The faces in the photographs, once filled with warmth and laughter, now seemed to stare at me with a hint of sadness, their smiles strained, their eyes filled with unspoken pain. The letters, written in a formal, stilted language, spoke of a time when communication had broken down, replaced by accusations and recriminations. I felt a profound sense of loss wash over me, a grief for the family I had never known, a family torn apart by a secret that had festered for generations. Leaving the hidden room, I felt a strange mix of emotions swirling within me. Sadness for the injustice suffered by Khalil, anger at my family's actions, and a determination to set things right. I realized that the past, however painful, could not be ignored. It shaped who we were, and it was our duty to learn from it. I decided to share my discovery with my family. It wouldn't be easy. The wound of Khalil's betrayal had run deep, leaving behind scars that might never fully heal. But I knew that facing the truth, however painful, was the only way to find peace and perhaps even forgiveness. My discovery of the hidden room and its secrets became a turning point in my life. It wasn't just about finding a lost treasure of family history. It was about understanding the complexities of the past, the weight of secrets, and the importance of truth and forgiveness. The experience ignited a passion in me for history and genealogy. I delved into my family's past, seeking to learn more about Khalil and the events that led to his exile. I sought out distant relatives, pieced together fragmented memories, and slowly began to build a more complete picture of my family's history. The journey was not always easy, but it was a journey that would shape my future, leading me down a path of discovery, understanding, and a commitment to ensuring that the mistakes of the past were never repeated.